Hello, Pisces, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of November 23rd through the 29th. And during that time, we'll have a waxing crescent moon, and that's a time of heightened senses, a good time to really buckle down and get to work on those things that we've just started with the new moon. We will also have the first quarter moon that comes in on the 28th, and that's a time when you might feel a little bit impulsive and impatient. Maybe your mind's a little bit active. Of course, that's the day right after Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving to you. And maybe you don't have to work that day and you're going to do a little holiday shopping, or you're just going to lounge around and let that turkey digest. So if you do have to work that day, just remember that you might feel a little bit impulsive and impatient. Just try to breathe through it and get through it. So anyway, your overall message for this particular reading, Pisces, is a new start is coming. So this will be an intuitive general reading for the energies that you may or may not encounter, Pisces. So as always, please take what resonates and leave what doesn't on the table for someone else. And as I'm shuffling, my fun message for you this week is that you get out into nature a little bit. So maybe find a park and take a hike somewhere, maybe a favorite trail of yours, or maybe find somewhere new. Just do a little bit of exploring. If you're near water, maybe go find some water to sit near so that you can hear those ocean waves, or, water on the lake, or even a running creek or stream. But just try to get out and connect with the miracle of nature a little bit this week. You might just do a bonfire. I just noticed tonight my neighbors have a bonfire in their backyard, and I'm thinking it is kind of a good night for that. It's nice out, and I love being out there. Well, we've had some coyotes recently, not to ramble, but I would be a little freaked out myself to be out there tonight, just because they're kind of scary. I don't know, they scare me a little bit, but anyway, it scares me to put the cat out is really what scares me. I'm sorry, I'm rambling about coyotes. I don't know why. Maybe that's relevant to you, but Pisces, let's get right into this reading. Anyway, get out in nature if you can. Avoid coyotes. November 23rd through the 29th for Pisces, a new start is coming. Your present energy, there's your new start with the Fool card. I love how tarot does that. That amazes me. I don't know why it does, but it still blows my mind. A new start is coming for you. And look, it's the Fool with a new journey. So something new is coming for you this week. I really like that. Let's see what your current situation is. Looks like you've been working really hard at something, and maybe, this is the reward that's coming in, is some sort of new start. Something new for you is coming. This could be that got a raise at work, or you're waiting on some money to come in that is coming in. So you've planted the right seeds for this new start, and that's really awesome for you. And it could just be a little change for you, but it could be something really big and significant as well. At the root of your situation is the Page of Cups. So you're definitely in good humor this week. This is a new path in the way of emotions. So, this may be something that you're feeling a little different, you're feeling good about. This is I call the Page of Cups. He's kind of our joker of the deck with his, with his little fish in his cup there. A little silly, but good emotions. You're just in a good space this week. What is in your recent past is the Ace of Wands. So this could be why. This could be this new start, could be some new passion. This is something that comes in for you. It's a big yes, and it's something that you're going to focus some time and energy on. And that's in your past, maybe last week, last few weeks or whatever. It looks like something has just come through for you, and it's causing you to have this new start, and you're excited about it. You're waiting on some things to come in. Maybe everything's not quite settled yet, but you're definitely excited, and you're emotionally open to whatever this experience might be for you. Okay, on your mind this week is the Two of Pentacles. So definitely trying to juggle things and keep everything going while you've got this new passion and this new journey, and that's fine. This could be some new side gig that you've got going on, something that's taking your time that you're thinking, I've got to, keep everything in the air when it comes to job and family and all the things that I'm doing and whatever. Just remember that A, you can delegate. B, we live in an age now where you can get other people to do things for you. It just takes throwing some of those pentacles out there. So sometimes you have to do that. If things are harried and crazy, get paid, get it done, just get it done. And so you're not worried about it, right? So keep that in mind this week. What is just ahead of you this week is the Chariot. So are you getting ready to make a move? Getting ready to make a big move? I mean, this could be the Chariot's about getting ready to do a thing. It's not that, and although you've got this new journey, but it's almost like you're getting ready to do something, something, and this usually indicates something pretty big. This could be a job move. This could be, a move that you're literally moving, like moving your house. This could be, that you're moving from one house to another, going from an apartment to a home, selling your house and downsizing. It kind of depends on your current situation, but you're getting ready to make some sort of move. And this is usually it's typical of something. Excuse me, let me grab a drink here. It's a move, but it's something that does make your life different. I mean, it might not be as big as a move of where you live or your job, but it's some move that you're making that makes your life a little bit different. So you'll know, each of you will know individually what that means for you. In your advice position, Page of Wands, lots of pages going on here too. And Page of Wands is that's you just nurturing this new idea, and getting used to it, and really and watching it grow, and just being kind of amazed by it, and and really enjoying this new path that has you excited. This is fire. This is fire in your belly. You're excited about this thing that's happening. So I love that for you. What is beyond your control this week is the Knight of Cups. So lots of emotions and lots of fire. So let's make sure that the emotions don't make sure that these cups right here don't put out the fire, right? Make sure that those emotions are correct. But Nine of Cups is very solidly moving forward in a way with new emotions, new things. So you're feeling new feelings about this. These are things you haven't really felt before. You're managing them. It looks like you're doing well with that. But, it is a change, it is a move, and you're trying to juggle things. So, again, don't let the emotions of a thing dampen the fire. What is your secret desire? What you're trying to avoid? Two of Cups. So it's your secret desire to have some sort of coming together. This could be, or you're trying to avoid it, but this could be a friend, a family member, somewhere where you're trying to come together and really kind of share those emotions. Let them know what's going on with you, what you're feeling, what you're going through. But it's someone who will listen to you. So that's a nice feeling to have. Then you get a little bit of that time this week, or you're trying to avoid it. I hope this could be that because it is Thanksgiving week. Maybe you're with a family member that you don't see all the time, and you just kind of open up and share what's going on. Or you see that family member and you run in the other direction because again, it could be that you're trying to avoid that. I will say that right now we do have 2 and 2, so you might want to look up angel number 22 and see if that has any significance, relevance to you, that number in general. And in your outcome position is another 2. So now I'm going to say 222, but here you are sitting in an area of kind of thinking something through, not really making a decision until you have all the answers. And that also reminds me of this Chariot card, which is about making a move, but kind of getting ready to make a move. It's not like you're quite there. So, you are still debating some things. Look up angel number 222, see what sort of significance that has for you. And that might be just an important message that you need to hear this week. But yeah, at the end of your week, you're kind of like you haven't really made that decision yet. So things are happening and it's exciting, but make sure again that these cups of emotion don't drown out whatever is exciting. All right, about let's see what's hidden from you here at the bottom of the deck is the 10 of Swords. So it looks like what's hidden from you is being completely done with something, and especially mentally done. So that's hidden from you this week. You're kind of in a place of indecision. I wouldn't be surprised to see, let me move this down, to see this card maybe next week or the week after, when you've kind of come to a place where you're out of that indecision mode and you've made a decision about something to kind of move on from it, and at least mentally move on from it. So let's get a final message here from the Soul Oracle deck. Final message for Pisces, November 23rd through the 29th. As they go through this new path, a lot of twos, a lot of coming together here. This card says trust the divine plan. So it looks like, something's kind of working in a way that maybe you're not even sure of what that plan quite is yet. Like things are in motion and things are changing, and you're kind of indecisive about it because maybe the universe is pushing you a little bit, but but trust the divine plan. Good advice there. And let's see what you need to do in the way of self-care this week. Self-care for Pisces. And the card that you get is the card that says peace. Just because some people are fueled by drama doesn't mean you have to attend the performance. Make your life a drama-free zone. And this could have something to do with, again, maybe this person, maybe there's a person here that you don't want to encounter this week because it's a little drama and you're just not in the mood for it, right? You've got a lot of stuff going on. You've got this new start. Again, 2 is a very relevant number for you. This week. Look up 222. I'm going to see if I missed anything in the way of number. No, that's the only number. That's very obvious there, 222. Actually, 77 here pops up too. So look up those angel numbers, see if they have some significance for you. But yeah, I think you're going to end up kind of in an indecisive place where, and it's not really indecision, it's just that you have some things to think through. When it comes to this new path, this new journey, you're very excited about it, but you do need to think through maybe like the finer details, and you're going to be gathering that sort of information, like I said, for this Chariot card, which is when you're, it's kind of gathering the information before you make the move. So Pisces, thank you so much for being here with me this week. I hope there's something in this reading that you can take away and use. Of course, if you're comfortable sharing, drop me a comment down below. Let me know, what is that new start for you guys? What new journey are you on? What are things that you're mulling over and thinking about? This could be in so many different areas. Of course, tarot is a template, so it can template over, your love life or your career life or your family life. There's just so many different ways that any of this can be read for you this week, because there's nothing super specific on which area of your life it might be. So once again, Pisces, thank you for being here. If you like my reading style, please click that like and subscribe button. It really helps my channel, but most importantly, it'll help you find me next week, where you can come back and we can see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you next time. So thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.